Tonight, Masterful27 agrees with Coops. Casual Coops is unusually opinionated. Pogo Milo UK talks dinosaurs. And I realised that until about 2 hours ago, there was nothing going on in this game. Welcome back to another week of Incensed, a Pokemon Go podcast. Episode 31, guys. I'm still riding high from last week. I don't know about you guys, but wasn't Zoe just fucking awesome?
It depends what Coops says, because I'll agree with him if he says it was. So, was it Coops?
Can I just say?
Oh, there you go. That's a soundbite for next week.
I think we've already got one of me.
We never clipped it because you just say it every week religiously.
Okay.
We don't need to insert it.
Milo, where would you insert it?
Inside of me.
That was a bit delayed, Ian. You hadn't warmed that one up, had you? You hadn't warmed it up.
I'm not controlling the soundboard tonight, dude.
Okay.
Is Milo doing it?
Milo is in control.
Milo's literally shooting himself when he says that then.
Well, the thing is, Milo could have used the Zoe soundbite. He could have used either version of that.
I have clicked one, and it's not doing anything.
Prime your buttons, Milo.
Coops.
I prime them.
Shut the fuck up.
There we go.
Oi, so no, going back to Zoe, as we all know, I don't like long videos or long episodes, but as a long one, I really enjoyed it. I thought it just felt really organic and really natural, like I've been mates with her for like 10 years. It was really, really lovely.
It felt very natural, didn't
Yeah.
it? But Coops, I wouldn't say going an hour and a half is a long time. What are you up to, man?
Mate, I'm a solid £2
What are you, like a 5-minute wonder?
5 minutes, you're pushing it with 5 minutes, bruv.
Seconds. Use seconds. It always sounds longer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
240 seconds. Anyway, Zoe, if you're listening, it was great to have you on last week, and we can't wait to have you back on. Thanks, Milo.
I didn't push the button then.
So it pushed itself.
I pushed the button what felt like 20 minutes ago.
You've got them all loaded up, have you?
Yeah, I previewed
He did
every
actually go through
single
them all.
clip. Every clip, and it's just Riverside fucking hates me. That's what it is.
Talking about
Riverside
loaded.
fuck off.
Milo, Riverside can fuck off.
Let's not start blaming Riverside. They've been good to us.
Yeah, can we just blame Niantic? Just blame Niantic for the sound bites.
Blame Niantic, yeah?
Niantic, fuck off.
So hold on, sorry, is that F off? Is that a soundbite? I'm confused at this
That's a
point.
soundbite,
Okay,
yeah.
right. Well,
Yes.
In my defence, there's so many soundbites, I don't know what's what anymore.
For the listeners, that was also a soundbite then from Coops, so we're all confused.
Ian, do you know what though? I've missed you hosting, bro. I've missed the pauses, because when you, obviously everybody knows you pause a lot, and when you went, when you do your intro and you're like, tonight, Coops is this, Masterful's this, Milo's this.
I'm going to actually let everybody into a little bit of BTS now.
Okay.
Milo and I pause during intros purposely so that we can edit them together smoother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I think that's a big
So
fat lie.
if anyone's new to the podcast, please don't be switched off after that revelation. Stay with us. It's entertainment
Anyone who
all the
listens to
way.
the podcast knows what the edit's like. It's fucking awesome.
No, it is.
We
you
do a
didn't
good
let
job
me finish
here.
what I was going to say. Wait, you didn't let me finish. I was going to say, then when you go in and you went, and because you paused, I was going to come in and be like, I'm a dickhead.
Well, we know that. People have been listening for 31 weeks.
Can I get you 1 week? Do I have permission for when you go, and I'm going to go, I'm a cock?
You don't need permission, man. You've been ragging my ass for the last 7 months.
Okay, fine. Next time.
Coops is filling up holes.
So,
In 240 seconds, he's quick.
240 seconds.
Efficient.
oh my god. So anyway, we're going to segue on. Otherwise, we'll just be ripping into each other for the next hour. Guys, what are you drinking tonight?
I've got coffee, so everyone who's listening can see that. I've got water, and I've also got a little nutrition shake, which will keep me going later. So the hat trick is there.
Another trio.
Another trio.
Sorry, Mr. Jim. Sorry.
I've got a little bit of strawberry soju.
Oh, is that the stuff we had in
Stuff
that
from
Korean
Park's
restaurant?
Kitchen, yeah.
Yes, that's nice.
It's good.
Talking about the soju, we got it. I'd never drank the stuff before, and I'm like to Milo, are we going to shoot this? And he's like, no, for fuck's sake, do not do it as a shot. And I really wanted to. I had one sip, and oh my god, I'm glad I didn't.
But it's good. It's nice.
I like your glass,
Bloody good.
Milo. It's a bit camp. I like it.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a little bit camp, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got big hands for people that can't see the video.
That's it. Just perspective.
Yeah.
Big hands, tiny wiener. But I am drinking. I am just drinking. I'm letting you boys down. I'm just drinking a Ribena just to squash. I'm being a bit boring this week. And what about you, Ian?
What do I drink every week? We're
Vasa.
back. We're on the H2O. We've got to stay hydrated in this weather. So thanks, guys. Well, it's that time. Drop that incense. Let us know if you get anything good. So, yeah, let us know if you get anything good. And don't forget to tag us on Twitter with the hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Clarify the spelling.
I was waiting for that.
Wait a while.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Sheweek.
Can I just say, Milo, you are like Ian. I've got Ian up. You know what? Yeah, from this last 5 minutes, I give it to you. You're actually good at the soundboard. You know. Like, Milo, this is a pathetic
He's had more
display.
practice than I have when he doesn't have a computer that's fighting him. This computer
That
is
is
literally
true. I
like,
have a computer
oh,
that's
do you
like
want to click
5
on that
months old.
soundbite? Let me just, I'll take my sweet time on that. Fuck you guys and your podcast.
It's okay. Let's move on from the soundbite.
Yeah, because but the sound effect isn't going to work. So let's move straight into the first section. It's the good old getting to know you.
I bet he's not ready with this either.
Thing.
He's not ready.
Fuck the fucking thing.
How can you not know the running order?
I know the running order. I was just trying to get to it.
All right. Wait. Take two. Ian. Oh. wait.
I found it.
Thank you, Milo. So anyway, straight into getting to know you. And we're going to keep this one quite light because we had a really fun episode last week. And I'm just going to ask you, what is your idea?
Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you
see what I mean?
Of a perfect vacation.
Who's going
We're
first?
going to go to Mark first, I think.
Oh, Milo, you're brilliant. Can I start yet, or is it going to come in again? Hold on.
It shouldn't.
No,
it
we're all right,
triple
we're good.
tap.
It's all right, the drop in incense sound effect will come up next.
Yeah, you tell me. At the moment, I think this is a great question, Ian, by the way, and it's a light-hearted one, and I love that. But I think with the pandemic and everything, which is still not allowing us to scratch a lot of itches, this is a cracking question, because actually...
No, you're joking. You did that on purpose.
He's a cock, isn't he? He's a fucking cock. Milo.
I'm sorry, guys.
Milo always delivers. But no, it stopped me doing a lot of things and stopped us doing a lot of things. So, what for me would be something that would have sounded really ordinary if I'd answered this a couple of years ago or 18 months ago is actually something that would fill me with so much excitement. For me, the perfect vacation right now would be getting in the car, packing a tent, packing some bits in it, and travelling around Europe. And we did that 3 years ago and took it for granted. It's not because it was my favourite one, it's because we enjoyed travelling, exploring new places. And as we said last week, Europe is a massive playground with so many different areas, and it was so lucky. That, for me, right now, is my perfect vacation. Not thinking about it, living out the back of a car, camping, travelling around Europe, seeing 4, 5, 6 countries in a fortnight. It would be amazing. I feel that more so because of just where we are now. But yeah, good question, Ian. I like that one.
Good. Who's next? Coops.
For me, at the moment where I'm at in life, over the last, I'd say few months, I've had this dying urge to help people. I just this deep feeling rooted inside me. I just want to help people and do something good, and I sort of don't really know where it's coming from, but it's obviously it's a good feeling. I really want to, in the near distant future, obviously.
Inside me.
Guys, this is a really nice story, and you lot just completely sabotaged it.
What do you mean? What do you mean, you lot?
Oh yeah, true, Mr. Soundboard over there. No, but like I said, I suppose it's a good feeling, and obviously I don't want to mention.
Inside me.
Okay, all right.
I'm literally pouring a drink. Literally pouring a drink.
He literally was there, Coops. He was.
to be fair, the timing on that one was brilliant. Yeah, I didn't want to mention the dreaded word COVID, because obviously everybody knows what that is, but I kind of really want to go to a small town in Africa, and I really want to do some voluntary work and help, because I know out there they build loads of stuff and they help to build schools or houses or little, not estates. God, you can tell them from South London.
You just want to build them a ramp, don't you?
Not to anywhere, just in the middle of nowhere. Have a ramp.
Just a random ramp somewhere.
a random ramp in the jungle. But no, like, you know, like go out there, like, you know, like with my phone and my camera and, you know, see the kids' faces light up and sort of show them it and sort of, you know, give them all like hugs and like, I don't know, like read them stories. I don't know, like I'm being a bit of a melt, but, you know, like, you know, help go out there, like work my bollocks off all day in the sun and do a bit of labour work and help build schools. And I don't know, just do like a month out in Africa to do like a bit of like a voluntary sort of thing, you know, and just visit it and see the culture. To me, that's kind of like a dying need that I'm sort of feeling at the moment. So I'm right now where I'm at, it wouldn't be a week in Dubrovnik in the sun. It would be to go out to do some voluntary work in a place like Africa. I'd absolutely, well, I am going to do it. I am going to do it. You heard it here first.
Coops, that is so sweet. So sweet. And definitely a millennial thing to do, volunteering. But yeah, hat off to you, man. That sounds fucking awesome.
You want to come?
You know what? If I didn't have to pay to be a volunteer, I would.
I thought you were going to say from last week, my boss won't let me.
Can't get the time off.
We're talking about our ideal one, not what can actually happen.
True.
But Milo, I've got a feeling your ideal vacation is probably going to be similar to mine, but let's hear yours.
Yes, I would take a supercar on a road trip around the Alps and Southern Europe. That would be heaven to me. Give me a convertible Lamborghini, some good weather, and no police. Thank you.
Some good driving roads around Switzerland
There's
and the
some
Alps.
fantastic
Yes.
Switzerland and North
Switzerland's
Italy.
amazing.
There's some sick driving roads. I would get every camera mount under the sun that I have and put it on the car. That would be epic.
I'll lend you mine, mate. Don't worry.
Imagine the edit on that holiday.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Coops, no word of a lie, and I'm not milking an upcoming video, but the number of mounts that Milo and I used last week going to Chipping Norton, you would laugh at. We got so many
Really?
lots.
So many people asking about stuff. It was jokes.
It literally looked like two camera cars because we'd got cameras mounted on the hood and trunk, or bonnet and boot. In English,
boot. We're English, you cretin.
yes, exactly. But I'm translating both versions because our biggest listener sort of statistic is in America. Hood and trunk, bonnet and boot. We had cameras mounted on everything, and we did get some looks.
Doesn't surprise me, really. I'd expect that.
Indeed,
Chipping Norton,
yeah.
I would expect that in that area.
What about you then, Lassa? What's your sort of ideal holiday?
Mark's mentioned road trip in a tent. Milo's mentioned road trip in a supercar. My ideal vacation is somewhere in between. A nice car, something fairly luxurious but very sporty. Location could be anywhere. I've done some great road trips in America. There's a lot more of the states I would like to see. Australia, you could do a great road trip in Australia. And
Yeah,
Europe,
it's true.
oh, Jesus, there's so many places that you could go to. I wouldn't know where to start. But going back to watching an old episode of the Grand Tour, I really would like to do a road trip through Colombia.
Oh, I'm with you.
Oh, nice,
with you on
Bogota. Nice.
You need a quick.
Yeah,
you need a quick car. You need a quick car. And probably a bulletproof
You really
one.
need a quick car, but there's some beautiful scenery out there, and I think Jeremy Clarkson put it brilliantly in that the vistas change so substantially as you're heading through the country. It just looks amazing. And you know, if you get tired, there's ways to stay awake and alert.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, there are, Ian.
Is that like I said? Is that when you're being shot at? Is that, like, you know?
Croydon Pikachu.
But what we're talking
choose
about,
you.
all right.
Tap.
What is happening tonight? So yeah, that's mine. So we're going to move on to a second question, and we've not done this for some time. So I want you to get your phones out, which you should already have since we're meant to be playing Pokemon Go.
Okay.
And I want you to go into your media player or music player and tell me what the last song was that you've listened to.
Oh, okay. The last song, yeah?
Last song.
Yeah, last song.
The last song that I've listened to, and this is really funny because I was on TikTok before the recording, and on my For You page there was this guy, and he just released a song, and I think he was having issues with his manager, but it's just come out on Spotify, so I literally went onto my music, and it was the last song I played, and it's by a guy called Justice Bennett, and it's called Bad Day, and it's kind of, I think it's like a new TikTok thing. It's like, I hope you go broke and your iPhone breaks, but it's an alright record. So yeah, that's the last one that I've listened to.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
I think he's American, so I don't know if any American. I hope I've said
Are
that
you big
right.
on TikTok, Ian?
It's a TikTok thing, apparently.
I will watch TikTok. Believe it or not, I will watch TikTok. stay tuned, guys, because there might be a Incensed TikTok coming up that Coops might be managing potentially at
In
some
your
point.
fucking dreams.
Is that off the back of him managing the Instagram account so successfully?
Ooh, shots fired.
We don't have the gun sound effects.
Tap.
We'll make do with that.
Poo, 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 poo.
So, moving along the screen, Mark, what was your last tune?
Right, so I've got
Barbie
been listening to
Girl
a
by
soundtrack. That's before my time. Oh, God.
It was actually Mr. Jones Coops he was listening to.
okay.
Or was it Dr. Jones?
No, Counting Crows, Mr. Jones. Classic song, Mr. Waterfall. Oh, is that a not classic? I don't know.
Didn't Aqua do one as well or something?
I don't know. I don't know who Aqua are in.
Listen, you're showing your age again. Yeah, let's.
Nothing wrong with Aqua.
There's nothing wrong with Counting Crows, is there?
Age, Coops, age is just a number, and in this case, it's quite large.
So anyway, let's get back to Mark's musical. I wouldn't say taste, because what you last listened to could be anything. I mean, my iPod is always on shuffle, so it could be anything.
I just have Spotify on, whatever it pulls up, it pulls up. But I've been listening to the Westworld soundtrack. I love Westworld, love the TV show Westworld. Think it's absolutely phenomenal. One of my favourite TV shows that's ever been released. And the soundtrack has a lot of instrumental tunes on it, for those who are familiar with the show, by a person called Ramin Djawadi. Djawadi is his surname, Djawadi. And there's some great haunting instrumental versions. And one of the ones I like is one of Amy Whitehouse's songs, Paint It Black, which is phenomenal. Just is a great show. I don't know if anyone's watched Westworld, the TV series, but I bloody love it. So, yeah, there you go. And Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana's another one on there, which is good.
I'll jump in. It's just something called Incensed, Pokemon Go podcast. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
mate, don't joke. I thought you were going to go My Squeaky Chair by Masterful 27. That's genuinely what I thought you were going to say.
That's a solo podcast.
So, other than our podcast, Milo, music-wise...
Is that actually the last thing you've listened to, you sad?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Music, last song I listened to... I did... All right, I'll go away then. No, the last song I listened to was Arizona by Alan Watts, big on the trance scene. I'm into my electronic dance music, so
yeah, you like your EDM, don't you?
So yeah, he's very good on the 138 trance vibe. I like a bit of intense trance, and Arizona's a really good track.
Is that a good impression of
Why are you
trance?
sounding like a mutant donkey?
I thought it sounded like a lorry backing up.
No, that's more like dude.
In the case of Ian's workforce, it's crash.
That is true.
Well, you need drivers need drivers to take you into reverse the vehicles. So
True.
anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, Ian, what about you?
Okay, so the last song I listened to on my iPhone was...
Little Mix?
No, I'm pretty sure none of you will know this song or artist. It's a song called Drinking Man by George Strait, who's an American country singer. There you go.
And on that note, moving on.
It's about... I don't know if it's about him, but it's about this person that started drinking when they was a kid and they became a drunk, and it's what it's like to be a drinking man.
Oh, so you listen to like relatable music?
I literally with my...
actually saying
that. I've not actually... The last beer I actually had was that fucking awful Foster's recording, Zoe's video.
You actually drank
video
that? Oh,
teaser.
Jesus Christ.
I drank it because, you got to get into the part, but that was the last alcohol I actually
Ian,
drank.
I was going to say, don't lie, you've never had a beer in your life. Bud Light is not classed as beer.
It's not a beer.
Bud Light is a beer. And even Milo's pub quiz was talking about Budweiser last night.
Oh, that was bullshit. That's an advertising campaign. It's not the truth.
Yeah. Is it product placement, Milo, at the pub quiz?
Something like that.
Milo. Anyways, over to Milo for his game.
It's my game. It's my game.
Milo, can you do me one favour? Just hold your glass, and now and when you play the soundbite, cheers and smile at the camera. Ready? Go.
It's my game. It's my game. Right.
Right.
It's good to have the flex it up game back.
my game.
For God's sake, What's the point of priming these fucking sound bites if it just makes me play them twice every single time?
It must be your computer. It never does that to me.
It's literally done it.
Professionally,
Even if I've played the soundbite already in the show, it double taps it anyway. Fuck's sake. Anyway, I've got just the 2 things for tonight, guys.
Thank God.
First and foremost,
Oh, here we go. Oh, thank God.
Not another fucking game.
anyway, guys, we've obviously got
Not
Lugia in
another
the raid.
fucking game.
That was perfect. Cut me off. Lugia is in the level 5 raids at the moment, so I just want to ask a simple question. How many shiny Lugia have you got in your storage?
I'll go first. I have got Via. I've got 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
Michael, Ian.
Ich hab 4 auch. Ich hab 4 auch.
Elf is 10, isn't it?
I know, I have 4 also.
Oh, right. Yeah, see, you know when I did the German, then I said the English afterwards? Maybe next time do the German, then the English, just to help us out a little bit.
I just thought you understood German.
Dumbfound silence should have been evidence enough, really.
I actually did German at school for year 9, 10, 11. I got a G in my GCSEs. I got a G for German, and my brother got an F for French.
Multilingual Coops family.
Yeah. It's not my language, not my language.
Marky boy, what have you got?
Je suis un jeune et deux.
That's 2.
Ooh, okay.
I was hoping you guys would have bigger numbers because my Lugia luck has usually been shit, but I've got 8.
Yeah, but like... Dude,
And the next one.
but no offense. Do you not think you've done that on purpose because you know that we're not going to have 8 between us?
No, I genuinely didn't. I genuinely, because my shiny Lugia luck has really been crap.
But let's put this in context. The rest of us like raiding. I mean, we all like raiding, but most of us know when to stop.
I haven't raided Lugia this 89th time round it's come out.
I've raided it twice since it came out last week.
Well, on the note of that, Ian, I have another raid-related question for you. So, tell me individually, these Pokemon, how many Zacian and Zamazenta raids did you do?
1 and 2, respectively.
Okay, well, I ain't going to win this one. 0 and 1.
So I did 8 Zacian and I didn't do 1 Zamazenta.
And I did 1 Zacian and 0 Zamazenta.
Oh,
Milo! That's cool. So we both did 1 and 0. That's cool.
Marky boy,
yeah. Hold on, did I just win the flex game on a raiding perspective? Wait,
You did.
did I really?
Although, would you really have won if you did the fewest?
You did
I think
8
you really
Zacian raids. That's £8 you might as well burn.
Yeah, and technically Ian's won that because he's got more of each. Admittedly very low numbers, Ian, but you've got a number for both of them.
I'm still laughing at Milo. He just went, you've wasted £8. I'm like, you've wasted about 20 grand on the game, bruv.
That is the pot calling the kettle black, isn't it?
Milo, I know.
Oh, that's what made me giggle, sorry. Oh, jeez.
I know it's your round, Milo, and it's your thing, but could we just... I'm really intrigued. Does everyone call it Hooper? And how did everyone do on their Hooper look? Because I think that's complete RNG, isn't it?
Let's go with that. Go on. That's
is.
it. What was the IVs of your Hooper?
So you'll be happy to know, boys, I got a PvP one. I got 10 attack, 15 defense, and 13 HP.
Tap.
Coops, shut the fuck
That was
up.
good timing. I'll give you that.
Thanks,
You
Zoe.
little
That is
It's going to play them
perfectly
twice.
timed.
It's going to be another one.
Yeah. I got 13 attack, 15 defense, and 15 HP, so it was a 96%.
Ooh.
So I don't know if that's good for anything,
Max it,
but
max
it was
it.
That's a
good for a mythical.
Congrats.
Yeah, that is best.
Definitely a good
Yeah.
one. I thought mine was actually quite good. I got a 93% Hooper.
That's actually on the top scale of things. Good stuff. I got a 78%.
Shut the fuck up.
78% one was it, Milo?
70, I got
You
10.
got the standard 2-star.
10, 14, 11. Just like,
I've got
okay.
loads of mythical sort of rubbish.
To be honest, the only thing I would say about this whole Hooper thing is that at least it wasn't a ball ache to go through the process to get a shit mythical. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Yeah,
the
that's
only
true.
silver lining in the whole thing.
I think we're going to get another encounter with it as part of this forever research.
There
I
is an
think this-
unbound version. There's 2 different forms. So I think we might get the unbound one right at the end.
Yeah, I think there's something in there.
But Ian, that was... It's my game. It's my game.
Seamless. So have you got the next one, Prime? Because it's over to Coops for the news.
is the news.
And thank you so much, Reversal. We're over here in the studio with me, Casual Coo. Hi everyone. So, look, when I saw this segment that I was hosting the news, just to inform all of you what's really going on in the game, there's fuck all. Really.
Is the news.
It's fuck all.
Thanks again, Reversal. But there's Milo.
Well, that was the news.
Milo, yeah. Why? Yeah. Milo, why is it playing it twice? Is it why is it doing that?
I don't know why it's double tapping everything. Not a clue, mate.
Fine, but anyway, to be honest, where we're at right now, in the month of September, we're going to be talking about community days later on, but the bit of news that I'm going to talk about is Pokemon Go did put out a tweet a few days ago, and it said, "Get ready, trainers! A special event celebrating the global release of Pokemon the movie Secrets of the Jungle is coming soon. Keep your eyes peeled for more for more details. Aubergine emoji. Now, now this is kind of really the only bit of news to talk about, but a lot of people are speculating. Obviously, we've just spoken about Hooper, which is the latest new mythical that we've got, and Zarude, which is the mythical Pokemon of Generation 8. A lot of people are sort of speculating that that's going to be a part of the event, but also on the flip side, a lot of people are saying that because we've just had Hooper, they cannot imagine Zarude being the new Pokemon that's going to be released. So boys, what's your thought of this? Coming straight from Hooper into Zarude, obviously what's everyone's vibe? We're going to be getting some new Generation 8 Pokemon. Actually, I shouldn't say we're going to be getting, we should say we're going to be getting one new Gen 8 Pokemon, which can't be shiny. But what's everybody's thoughts on this? Is everybody quite excited for this event? Because let's face it, the game has been dying a slow death the last few weeks. And does everybody think we're going to be getting Zarude?
I don't know, mate. Honestly, you said it just then, is we've only just had Hooper and we haven't even finished the research for that. Niantic are stingy bastards.
Yeah.
So is it likely we're going to get Zarude? I'd love it if it was true. And also the other thing is, if we cast our minds back to when they dropped Shiny Celebi and they had a jungle-themed research there, they were dropping things like Diglett and Foongoose in research. So even if they have special spawns, there's nothing to get excited about, really.
I mean, I do agree with you. There is nothing, but to be fair, apparently there's going to be. It looks like a new bird Pokemon. I think what's a bird? Flying type, and it's called Cramoran. It looks quite cool. It's got a big yellow beak. It's big, fat and blue. So it looks. To be fair, it looks pretty cool. So yeah, Marky boy, what's your thoughts on this event? But yeah, I think getting Zarude is because we're still going to be having Hooper. That's a good point, Mike. That's a good point.
Yeah, I was getting confused with Zarude for a minute when you were talking about that new Pokemon. I had Sandstorm buzzing in my head, mate, for a little bit there. But what are my thoughts on that?
No, have I been saying it wrong? What is it? Darude? What is it? Darude?
No, you've pronounced it correct. It was where my head was going with it. What are my thoughts on this? Well, Pokemon Go is a promotional way of releasing stuff, isn't it? It links into loads of different sub-things, and we've seen it with Mottram. We spoke about this earlier before we started recording. I'm down with it, mate. I've made peace that we're going to get Pokemon in any order they want to put them in. So, I don't think it's... I don't know, with what we said with Hooper and that, I think it's going to be too close, but it doesn't mean it won't happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm down with it, mate. I think it needs something like this. It needs something exciting. Let's put it that way. Something new. And I think that would give it.
and a 12, 13, 14 Zarude is going to be the answer. Yeah. To be fair, though, it's a dark and grass type. It does look pretty cool. And Ian, Mr. Vassaval, what's your sort of vibe, or do you not really care about the event at all?
You know what? I'm not overly enthusiastic about it. They're probably going to drop a new Pokemon to tie in with this movie that's coming out on Netflix shortly. Now, what that will be, I don't know, but Zarude is probably a good choice. But like you did say, it is a mythical, and we've literally had Hooper like last week. So I don't know. I find it a stretch, but I put nothing past Niantic. There's definitely going to be something Gen 80 around this event, but what it will be, Christ knows.
And that was the news, boys.
Oh, Ian. Good news.
Good news?
Jam City's bought the Jurassic World game maker Ludia for $165 million. And they're going to promote AR.
Oh, great. Moving on. Name that Pokemon. Coops, have you got something to say about this game?
No, why?
Just wondered whether we'd got a sound effect lined up. Never mind. So moving on to name that Pokemon. And as usual, it's first to 2. Milo's shaking his hands in frustration because your sound effect will probably come up in about 30.
Not off another fucking game.
There we go. What is happening tonight?
I don't know. But let's get on. First to 2, a Gen 1 Pokemon. This is in German. Shiggy.
Shinx. Oh no, Gen 1. Sorry.
I was looking for
What
the
was
button. No, it's not. No.
Okay, so you've gone Shiggy. Fucking hell. Seal?
Nope.
Oh, Ditto.
No.
Oh. Milo.
Shiggy. Drowsy.
Oh, Spearow.
No. And no.
Staryu.
No. But it is a water-type Pokemon, Coops.
Squirtle.
Lapras. Gyarados.
Squirtle.
Horsey.
Mark.
Oh,
Yes.
Damn it.
I said it first.
Fuck off.
I give Mark that point. Mark was the first one I heard to
Fuck off.
say it. Okay, so our second Pokemon of the day
Oshawott.
from from Gen 6. This one is also in German. Iskalar.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, Milo.
Ooh, Milo.
I didn't even have to push the right answer button with that. It fucking knew.
Milo, very good.
Okay, so the scores are Mark 1, Milo 1, Coops yet to score. We are moving to Gen 8. This one is in French. Hexadron, or Hexadron.
Phalanx.
Hexadron.
Hexadron.
Phalanx.
What did you say, Milo?
What's just...
Phalanx.
Correct. Milo wins.
Really?
Name that Pokemon this week.
Well done, Milo.
Milo.
Because there's 6 of them.
You won absolutely nothing.
You won the chance to talk for 5 seconds about Jurassic World Live. Go. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to hear about that, bruv. No one.
So we're going to move on and over to Mark to give us the good old 60-second recap on next week's Community Day.
Here we go, guys. So, September Community Day will take place on Sunday, September the 19th. Yes, still 6 hours, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. in your local time zone. The featured move that Oshawott will learn during this Community Day is Hydro Cannon, not Frenzy Plant. It's a powerful water type.
Stealing my joke.
And as normal, you have till 7 p.m. local time, 2 hours after it ends to do that. However, Duot into a Samurott that knows Hydro Cannon, but there's not the only special move that Samurott will be able to learn during the event. Starting on September's Community Day, you'll be able to teach Samurott the charge attack Razor Shell when you use a charge TM on it. In addition to increased Oshawott spawns, there'll be some bonuses. There'll be a little bonus box on it. And you'll have the increased duration on the lure modules and Incensed and all that. That's about it, isn't it? Oh, you get 3 times the usual amount of XP for it. So it's an XP grind. That's it, Ian. So that was. I hope that was 60 seconds.
That was actually slightly more, but not by much. Well done.
Points off,
Well
Mark.
done. And since we're talking about Community Days, guys, we've got to do this. Somebody at Niantic's been smoking the crack pipe again, haven't they?
They've stuck their head down the lavatory is what they've done.
Where do we want to start? October? Duskull?
Can I say my favourite word?
Milo, it's over to you.
Right, Milo, in the edit, get ready with a beep. Niantic, what are you doing, you bunch of Seriously. What are you doing? Somebody else leap in before I'm going to rage.
Yeah, I'm going to leap in. Niantic have decided that Duskull is going to be October's Community Day Pokemon. And the first thing that went through my head was, why are you giving us a Community Day for a Pokemon that was, I believe, if I remember right, the 3rd shiny released into the game in October 2017, 4 years ago.
Almost 4 years, to the day, basically.
Hold on. Sorry, I thought it was 2018. It's 2017.
2017 when they did the first wave of Generation 3 with Duskull, Sableye, and Shuppet. All three released shiny for the Halloween event of 2017. So it's been in the game for 4 years.
And they've decided it deserves a community day. It's been in numerous events.
Every Halloween event.
Everybody has...
It had a spotlight hour last year.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has this in their Pokédex. What seriously was going through their mind?
All right. Can I just jump in here? I hope you don't mind, because I know that you guys obviously feel quite passionately about this and you're being quite negative. No, hear me out. I actually think that this is a really amazing community day. And the reason why I'm joking, okay? I can't do it any longer. I can't do it.
I just seriously thought you'd had some sort of brain transplant, Coops.
Do you know what, Ian? For a minute, when I got shot down for my defending Swablu community, I was about to fucking launch a tirade on him for trying to fucking do this.
No, I am. Do you know what's funny, right? Obviously, we're going to dive into it now. Do you know when I knew that this was really bad, in my opinion, was when I had to think. Obviously, they literally released this, by the way, to everybody listening. What, about an hour and a half ago?
2 hours before we started
recording.
recording. Yeah.
So when I saw the news, obviously I got jumped in the shower and all that. And when I was in the shower, I thought to myself, Duskull Community Day is that bad? I genuinely would have rathered a second Community Day for Ghastly for the XL candy. That's no joke. If you gave me the option, I'd rather Duskull or Ghastly, on my life I would have chosen Ghastly for the XL candy. That's no joke.
It's the worst choice. I mean, I've got a friend who I play Pokemon Go with locally, and the text that came through to me at 7 p.m, so an hour after this was announced, was, I think I'll skip October's Community Day, full stop. You know...
Ian, really? Even with the triple Stardust? Because it's triple Stardust.
That was the message that my mate sent to me. I think I'll miss October's Community Day then, because nobody needs it. And maybe, okay, not nobody. Noobs will want it, yeah?
There's always the person on Twitter who goes, not everybody has a shiny Duskull. And I just want to say to these people, not everyone has a shiny Charmander, yet it's had 2 fucking community days, a Spotlight Hour, Kanto events, Gen 1 events, every event under the fucking sun. It doesn't mean it needs a com day. Again, this is the same.
Some Pokemon just do not deserve a community day. They really do not deserve a community day. And this has had plenty of chance.
You're absolutely right. I put a poll out before we started this episode. The result still has about half an hour to go on it, but we've had over 70 votes already on this one, so there's a lot of interest on this. But the noise from, let's talk about what people think about it as well as we discuss it amongst ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people are focusing around the triple Stardust and ignoring the fact it's Duskull. So, okay, maybe the choice is what we're talking about at the moment, but obviously the bonus with it is a really good bonus.
They played it smart.
They've played it very smart. If it was quarter egg distance, we'd have all gone fuck off.
And that's the problem, isn't it? They give a good bonus for the shit Pokemon because they want people to play the game.
Well, they know that the hardcore grinders like me, I will play that com day and I will grind the fuck out of it because I want triple catch Stardust.
Just for the Stardust.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And this is what they say, dust is the real prize. Sorry, Coops, I'll let you just jump in a sec, but there's a lot of talk about Litwick. Obviously, that's what we'd hoped for. Someone's put on here, I bet Coops is moaning already! Exclamation mark in the comments.
They know you too well.
That's Keith's put that on there. But someone's come up with a really nice suggestion, maybe, because Halloween, I think, is a special time. And I like the events, but maybe include it in the community day, maybe. And someone's put here, have you ever thought about doing a themed community day? I'm all for Duskull, as I love the Pokemon itself, but you could have done a Halloween special that features a set of ghost types, such as Duskull, Sableye, Shuppet, along with the Megas being released at the same time. Okay. Frillish and Litwick, and with possibly a new shiny included in the event. This way there are plenty of shinies to hunt for. It makes hunting the new shiny a bit more challenging because obviously the spawns would be mixed up, and there's an opportunity reason for raiding and PvP enthusiasts to have a good gander at it. There's something for everyone. I'm sure people will be more excited and care a lot more than a lot of random events that really don't have the same meaning these days. Sometimes it's better to have less events with more at stake, and I'll give Stuart Evans put that on Twitter, and I like the sound of that. Something a bit different. I don't know, it includes a bit for everyone, but when have Niantic thought about everyone when they create something?
It's true.
I mean, I'm more shocked the fact that you got that whole tweet into the number of characters you're allowed. That was quite a long tweet.
It wasn't a tweet, Coops. It's a screenshot.
It was a screenshot. Ian, did you see it?
I'm
yeah?
looking at it
It was
now.
a
Yeah, it's a
screenshot.
screenshot.
No, can I just say that it was Chris Marky Boy, was it?
Stuart.
Stuart
sorry.
that said that, yeah.
Sorry, I am listening. I swear to God, I am listening. No, but you know what though? I really like that suggestion. I actually really do. But the problem is that Niantic over the last, especially the last month and a half, their events have been horrific. I don't know if they've changed members of staff who's coming up with the events, but at one point in time, the events were insane. The events recently have been terrible. But I love that suggestion though, and especially for Christmas, like December's community day, instead of doing all of the 11 that have been, do like Christmas Pokemon. That would be amazing. That would be super lit. But this is where they have us wrapped around the balls, right? Going back to the Stardust, because if you look at this Duskull Community Day, right, let's face it, right? The Shiny Hunters don't want it, the Raiders don't want it, and the PvPers don't want it. But as a community, we all go, oh yeah, but it's triple Stardust.
That's it.
And it's kind of like, for me, I only have one Shiny Duskull, and I got it in the last sort of main event. And it's been a shiny that I've wanted for ages. I've clicked over like 3,000 of them, and it's been a shiny that I've wanted for, as you know, since the day it's come out, one of my favourites. I didn't get it on the Spotlight Hour or nothing. Even for me, I still need another 2 shinies to get it for my family, but I still think this is a pathetic excuse. And, Milo, going off from your rant earlier, brother, I said this on Swablu Community Day. I understand that not everyone has a shiny Swablu, but not every Pokemon deserves a Community Day. A Community Day is called a Community Day for a reason. It's supposed to get people out, grinding, excited, everyone meeting up, having a cheeky Nando's at lunch, going out for a few beers afterwards. It's not supposed to be, like what Ian's saying, I'm going to give it a miss because it's fucking shit. Like, that's not what community days are about, are they?
No.
I don't know.
Absolutely right, mate. Absolutely right.
Yeah, this is like an anti-community day.
But the problem is, and you captured this perfectly, Milo, because they're throwing triple Stardust, people will go out for 6 hours and grind, and they know that they can give us the shittest Pokemon in the world, but with the best bonus in the game, and people will just go out and grind.
Well, when Echo Games was on a couple of weeks ago, he joked about Shop It, didn't he, for October Comp Day?
Yeah.
He,
Do you know
he
what?
was
I want to
bang
say
on.
something
He
on
was
that note, is that Shop It would have been better than this because they could have done what they did with Mega Altaria. I know that you three give 0 fucks about Megas, but just bear with me for a second. They could drop Mega Banette into the raids. I know it's shitter than Mega Gengar already, but it's new content. It would be at least something new.
No.
Yeah.
Bro,
Whereas
listen,
Duskull,
hashtag hear us Milo. I feel that,
fucking
bro. I feel that.
Listen,
No,
man. It's mad.
but I'm being. And what's the move that they've given the
Shadow
what is
Ball.
it? What is Shadow Ball? Shadow
I looked
Ball.
it up. PV Poke. I actually looked at it on Twitter, Coops. I looked up PvP here. It's like a fraction better than Cofragigas or whatever it's called in PvP, I think.
Yeah,
with Hex Shadow Ball, but you're better off getting the Shadow version from a Pokestop without Shadow Ball, apparently. Something like that.
And here's the thing, bro. What move have they given it? Is it Shadow Ball?
It's Shadow Ball is the Comde move.
And is that? I mean, this is bad. Is it PvP? I don't know.
I don't know. It's meant. I think it's meant to be like a PvP style move. It's meant to make Dust Noir better in PvP. It's a tanky
Don't lie,
mon.
Milo. You went on PV Poke earlier. Don't lie.
I looked at the tweets. He did the screen grab where he compares the two mons. Cofragigas is slightly, I don't know, I think it's slightly worse than Dust Noir with Shadow Ball on it, but that's a bit like, I don't know, which toe do you stub on a table? I don't know. All of them are shit. So
I love that.
It's just terrible. That's the thing, is everybody, I saw a photo where it's people were saying like Litwick Com Day. I know it would have been kind of OP and it would have been really cool, but that would have satisfied the PvPers, the Raiders, and a new shiny. That would have been sick. But they've gone with freaking Duskull, and it genuinely scares me as to what the Halloween event and the October events are going to be like. Because if that's the combo for that month, it's like you said earlier, Coops, the events over the last sort of month and a half have been the deadest shit we've had ever, really. Ultra Unlock 3, I don't know, I'd rather slam my head in the door.
They shouldn't have been called Ultra Unlocks, Milo. They should not have been called Ultra Unlocks.
Oh, not Ultra Unlocks.
I mean, you know what's funny? Talking about content, obviously, as a podcast, we absolutely love Brandon Tarnum. He posted a video today, and this is how much, bless his heart, he's dying when it comes to content because the game is so bad. He posted a video saying Premium Go Battle League encounter rewards from rank 1 to 20. Bless his heart, like he's dying that much when it comes to content. Bless him, he's having to pull these, let's face it, ridiculous ideas out that's just not necessary because he's trying to post a video a day. But we're all struggling as creators. Bless Ian. Ian was struggling to come up with a podcast for tonight because the game is so dead. It's so dead, so bad.
But
really
now,
dead.
This next comment I'm about to make in no way reflects my personal feelings, but I will say the way I feel about Gibble now, just imagine if we'd had Litwick community, we'd have fucking loved it, but then we'd have all been like rolling our eyes and just ignoring it whenever it came up afterwards. This is the problem with the amazing Pokemon that we get for community days. I mean, nobody cares now about Gibble.
But though, Ian, no, listen, that's a good point, and I love that. But doesn't this bring me back to what I've always said about this game? Is that I feel like Niantic is trying to drag out a 5-year game.
They are, because they're running out of Pokemon. I mean, we're now getting Gen 6 and 8 Pokemon. They are running out of Pokemon.
But what I mean is that, a game that had 5 to 10 years, they're trying to drag it out to 60 to 65 years, when I would rather it be 5 years, but it actually be awesome from start to finish and everybody gets what they want out of it. But instead, it's this ridiculously expensive, on a day-to-day basis, low rewarding game that's just so dried up. And as we're talking about, is that it's okay to now look at a shiny Gibble and go, meh. Like, it's okay because we've got it, we've grinded, everybody's maxed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Garchomps. We don't need any more. So, but it's okay to have that feeling about a rare Pokemon, and it would have also been okay to feel like that about Litwick, because eventually we are, hopefully, when the game gets towards the end, we're going to feel like that about everyone. And I it's a good point, because you make such a good point. You are right. As soon as Litwick Com Day was and you've maxed 2 or 3 Chandelures, you would look at a Litwick and go, meh. But I feel like that's not a bad thing. Like, it's okay to, you know what I mean? It's okay to look at a Pokemon and think that.
I guess it's personal taste.
It is, but we've got to remember, and I hate to say this, Niantic are a business. So if their game dies, they don't make any money. They need another game then. So they are trying to make this last as long as possible.
They're doing a fucking good job of running it into the ground at the moment themselves.
They are, yeah.
You say that, but people are still spending a fucking fortune on the game.
No, okay. With the Ultra Unlock 3, I did 1 raid in 2.5 weeks.
But yes, because we were making a point as creators, but a lot of the general people,
not even that. It wasn't even just that
spending.
Point of time. It's just the fact that, like, they're not putting out even this event that's currently ongoing, the Psychic Spectacular. We've got one new Mon, which is kind of shit. There's no new shiny, which they could have dropped a new shiny for. The spawns are dead. I don't know, man. It's just
don't
dire.
misunderstand me playing devil's advocate for me actually not feeling that. I'm not sticking up for them because I think, it's fucking brilliant, we're getting Duskull.
No, it's a fair
I'm just
point.
looking at it from both points of view. As a player, as a creator, I fucking hate it. I said this to you before we started recording, but you can kind of see why they're wanting to hold a few aces up their sleeve.
But I mean, do you know what they could have done for this one? Again, I'm going to go a little bit curveball. They could have brought Shiny Gollet out potentially.
Yeah,
that would have worked. There could have been a curveball with Shiny Gollet because they've done 2-stage evolutions before. It doesn't have to be the 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
And actually, it's not a precious one. It's a nice shiny family, but again, it doesn't really devalue it. No one gets excited for it, really.
It's quite rare, isn't it? It would have been a new shiny, like you say. They could have given it a spicy PvP move. Not that I care, but it could have been different. The other thing, I'm going to bounce off of that and go, they could have rerun Larvitar with Dark-type moves for this.
They could.
They're giving it
And people
Snarl
would
or Foul
like
Play or something.
A with that day. Yeah.
That would have been better.
No, I think they could have just done anything, to be honest. Like I said.
They could have released fucking Swablu 2.0 and people would have preferred it.
Yes, because of the triple dust.
Mate, I can't, I say it enough. We know what Niantic's like. The game has been dying a slow death this last sort of 6-8 months. Gibble Community Day was a big part to increase, and then they released Shiny Cranidos and Shieldon, but yet in the whole 10 days, I think I saw 20 Shieldon in the wild. Wild, you know, and then the Unlock 2, the Unlock 3, you know, the event before this, the Psychic event is just, the Hooper is just dreadful. It's genuinely the worst. I actually think this last month, I think, is the worst Pokemon Go has ever been in the last 5 and a bit years. And I've said that before, but I take that back. I genuinely believe this. Boys, you know, I go to work, I come home. If you looked at me a year, I would have been on the game from the second I left my house to the second I got to work. I do not even click on the game anymore, and I genuinely mean that. It is so dull to the point where I just think, like, really, guys? Like, really? Are you this not creative? You know, but it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Coops. You know, on my lunch break, if I go for a walk, you know, I'd normally have the game on and fire it up. This Psychic Spectacular has just been a psychic fucking... whatever you want to call it, it's just been fucking shit.
Balloon.
It's been... And Ian, you made a really good point. Actually, Ian did say it wasn't his opinion, it was just an opinion. But you're absolutely right, Ian. You know, there will still be people playing it that have like that are loyal to it, but there will also be people that are loyal to it that will stop playing it now. And like, it hasn't been good since Ultra Unlock Week 1, has it? Ever since Week 1 came out, it's all just been so painful. You look at it and you're right, it's got a shelf life. But fuck me, they're stretching it thin like cling film at the moment. There's plenty of more stuff they can do on this. There's plenty more stuff they can still do without ruining that timeline.
But I hate, but and this is what I'm saying. I hate the fact that I'm talking too much, but genuinely, like, I would rather they made Pokemon's Go lifespan 8 years, but made it fucking amazing from start to. I don't want to be playing this game when I'm 60, but at the moment, it's looking like I'm going to be on the 8th Charmander Community Day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be playing it. I want it. You know what I mean? I want to move on.
Gigantamax form or whatever it gets in Generation 8. They'll go, hey, we're introducing this. Whoop-de-doo. Be excited about it.
I am going to be controversial here. If people are over the game, no one's holding a gun to your head to continue playing if you really are genuinely over it.
No, but Niantic are basically throwing you overboard without a life jacket at this point.
Yeah, basically.
It's just like, hey, Duskull Comday, we're listening to you, but we've got earplugs in. Sorry, guys. Actually, hashtag not sorry.
At least they're giving us a month's notice. Their communication is there. It's
yes,
shit,
we can all moan earlier.
Exactly.
At least we know it's going to be shit.
Exactly.
At least we know it's going to be shit. At least we know. I mean, I think, like you said, Ian, you made a really valid point. You know, for me, it's been great because like only maybe a couple of months ago, we were talking about addiction to the Pokemon Go and all that. They've helped me get off it. It's been very welcome. I mean, I literally use my free remote raid pass now each week in my box. And I've collected 3 of them now. I've stopped raiding, which is brilliant. I've stopped playing it, like you just said, Coops, during the day. I do what I need to do the research, and I'll put it down for a week. It's great. They finally helped a lot of people deal with their addiction. Well done, Niantic.
Ian, boys, I don't want to talk about our attitudes too much because I've spoken briefly to Milo, all jokes aside, and it's funny you say this, genuinely about how I personally feel like I'm really growing apart from this game. But I want to talk on to that when I eventually start hosting in the next 2-3 episodes. So I have mentioned that to Milo. When did I mention that to you, bro? Last night or the night before?
A couple of nights ago, mate.
A couple of nights ago. But we'll talk about that on my episode if that's okay. So I don't want to talk about how we're feeling. Yeah, Duskull, shit. Just to top it off.
It's just so dead. We know for a fact that Duskull is also going to be spawning in the Halloween event anyway, as well as a boosted spawn. So we're already going to see shitloads of it in the wild. It's going to be in the quest. Yeah. It will be a level 1 raid. And they're also going to give it a com day at the beginning of the month. Whose heads banged together, unfortunately, to create this stupidity?
May I just remind you back to the beginning of your segment?
Oh.
Crack pipe.
Someone got hit over the head with a crack pipe.
You're absolutely right. Do you know what? And actually, Coops, you've all said bits, and Coops put together with the Shieldon bit. If they release Shiny Litwick for the Halloween event and they make those spawns very tricky, it might still frustrate, but it might show a bit of willingness. So maybe there is going to be a bigger Halloween event.
What they'll do is they'll actually release it as a shiny in raids for the Halloween
event. 1-star raids.
Raids and eggs.
1-star raids.
Raids and eggs.
Yep.
But I just can't help but think, as a community and as a whole, and what we do for them and what they've put us through, I just, and I said this when we got Gibble, I said I've got no issue with having Swablu, with having 3 or 4 Charmander community days. I've got no issue with that. But just once every 3 months, give us something to get, like a semi on about. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus, And I said this, I said, I'll be all right with Gibble. When was it? June or July? Was it?
June.
Yeah, June.
Yeah. And then I said we can have a dead July, August, September. It wouldn't bother me. But give us something really good for October, and then a dry November, December, and this would have I just feel like we deserve it, man. I really do. And to be honest, I apologise. I didn't realise it was literally one of the first 10 shinies to be released in Pokemon Go.
If my count's right, it was the 3rd shiny released into the game.
That is. I mean, when you put that figure into
Magikarp,
it,
I think it was like the
Magikarp. It was Sableye, and then I think it was Duskull.
Ian, it wasn't the 3rd. It was the 3rd and a half. Okay,
they all got released. They all got released at the same time. So technically, it's even the second.
I thought the releases were staggered throughout that Halloween.
Do you not remember
event.
anything? Come on.
It's 4 years ago. I don't remember.
No, they dropped
ago.
all of them. Bam! All 3 of them got released at the same time. Back when events were fun and interesting.
But the game was new then.
Yeah, but it's not that difficult to make it exciting. They could have literally just dropped in shiny Girafarig or Munna, something to chase in this event. Shuppet Conde would have been, yes, kind of crap, but it would have been better than this. There's so many options. That's the thing. It's like, we are the players. We can think of options, and Niantic do this.
But let's wait, because obviously we've just had the Com Day announcement, haven't we? But let's wait and see what the actual Halloween event perceives, because I don't think that was a word, but I'm quite excited to see what the Halloween event, because I like the Christmas and the Halloween because they're once a year, innit? I like the once a year events. And also, Mark, I need you to send me that screenshot. I love what that guy said. I'm going to send that to the task force. I actually am. I love that idea. I genuinely love that idea.
Yeah, I quite like it as well. A little themed pool of Pokemon for a Com Day. It could just be something different, something new. That's what people need.
I mean, what am I talking about? Send it to the task force. I am the task force.
God help us.
Coops is the casual task force. No, the Coops is the casual task force, but by the time he gets around to do some with it, it'll be the fucking next year. It'll be like, oh shit.
So we can expect his changes in 12 months.
Yeah, which is probably quicker than what's been at the moment.
I don't know, we're still waiting for another Instagram post, aren't we?
This is true.
Stop it.
Sorry, Coops. What we'll do is, because I think it's probably the right point to include in this, we'll wrap up the poll on Twitter. I said, so gang, Niantic listened and gave us Duskull. What are your thoughts over October's Community Day offering? Now, I did say offering, so I think people have looked at it as the package and not just Duskull. We've had 100 votes on the poll, which I think is really encouraging. 19% said it was amazing. Big thumbs up. 34% went, with a little uncertain face. It's actually more than half of the vote between those two, so that says something. 47% have said it is shit. And I did literally put that as the option, it is shit, with a red angry face.
Yeah, but the people who said yes are sarcastic.
It was ironic.
It's the package. Yeah. It's the triple dust, I think, which is influencing the thought on that.
Guys, on the note, we're obviously been bitching and moaning about this Com Day, rightfully so. But I was thinking about this earlier today when they announced it. I was actually trying to think through, like, Swablu was shit, really shit. But what is the worst ever community day, in your opinion?
Duskull.
Is this what we've had so far, are you saying?
Every community day in the pool, 2020, way back as well, what do you think is the worst?
I think for me it was the second Charmander one, because it had two community days, but before I think the XL candy was released.
Yes.
So
True.
It was just like I said. To be honest, I don't mind repeats if they're relevant and meta after the XL candy. But when we had the two Charmanders and then a month later they released XL candy, I was like, well, that was a fucking waste of time. So yeah, Charmander 2.0 for me.
I'm probably going to go with Coops on this. I've never been so underwhelmed for Community Day than when Charmander 2.0 came about. Weedle was a close second. Weedle and maybe C-Dot, those two were really there. But I think because we'd had it before, we knew what we had. I'm going to go Charmander. I think Charmander as well.
Fair. Ian?
For me, Eevee 2.0. I mean, we spent a good day together, was laughing, but yeah, I mean, the second Eevee community didn't do anything for me. I really had no interest in playing that whatsoever.
That's fair.
That is, to be fair.
I will say Magmar, in my view, there were no new Shinies. Magmar was already shiny in the wild. I was like you, Mark, actually. I needed to hatch the shiny Magby, but that was the first com day I just put solely on gotcha and fucked around on my hoverboard for the day. That was how poor it was, in my opinion. And also, Magmar got a really bad move, wherever it wasn't PvP or PvE. It was just a meh com day to end the year.
So on the flip, I know we're talking about it a little bit longer than we hoped for. What's been your best community day?
For me, I know I'm not just being a basic bitch, but Gibble, 100%.
I'll be a basic bitch and say Gibble.
Coops, shut the fuck up.
I've got to agree. Gibble was fucking awesome. The Pokemon, the location, just the buzz around it. Yeah. First community day down in Walpole Park. Fucking awesome.
I'm going to make it a four-wayer. I'm going to go with you on that one.
Incensed force.
Bagon wasn't far off it at the time. Thinking when Bagon was about, it was rare. It didn't spawn a lot.
You're right. Bless Salamence. It's been like left in the dust a bit, isn't it? Really over time. Bless its little heart. Yeah.
I still like Salamence. Nice Pokemon.
We'll get Bagon 2.0 for the Mega in like 3 years.
Yeah. That wouldn't bother me. That again, I would much prefer that over Duskull.
Neither.
I think that's why a lot of these will probably get repeated, won't they? Because of the Megas and the XL.
No, only the shit ones will get repeated.
Weedle 2.0. Get more XL.
No.
It'll be Swablu 2.0. Wow.
Fuck that.
But anyway, I think we could talk all night about this, and we could just talk about community days until the cows come home. So we're going to move on to Coop's favourite section. Some say you need a specific number of Niantic interns at their desk for the Earth's gravitational pull to remain intact. And if this number is off by just one, catastrophic events, like Duskull Community Day, will occur. All we know is it's over to Mark for this week's Ask the Intern.
Ask the Intern.
When we spoke about that, I didn't hear it, but now I can hear that very clearly.
I hear it every time.
Come on, Billy. Give us your Ks. We need to hear your Ks. Ask the
Just waiting for it to play again.
It's going to happen.
When you least expect it.
We least expect it. So, let's be honest with you. This feature's losing legs as we go further along. But there's a couple of people that have talked about the new Pokemon, Jeshua Raven.
Ask the Intern.
Okay, no more Milo on the soundboard.
No more.
Ian, take control. Sorry, Mark.
Okay, I'll do it
Do
next
not
time.
apologise. Do not apologise. So, Jeshua Raven, how to evolve Inkay in cell phones that don't have gyroscope. So that's quite a, I don't know if it's a statement or a question, but there's certainly a question mark at the end of it. Niantic have said, hey Jeshua, to evolve Inkay, you must rotate your phone upside down, and the device should have a gyroscope sensor. You may try it on a different compatible device, if possible, if it doesn't have one. We're right here if you need us. I love that when they say that.
Can you send me a new phone, this guy's saying.
Yeah. Does anyone else remember South Park where the teacher went, okay?
Yeah, Mr. Mackey, yeah.
Mr. Mackey, I just keep thinking that every time I hear okay. MJ says, hi Niantic Labs, hi Niantic Help, hi Pokemon Go App, hi John Hankey. Reported
straight to John Hankey.
straight to the top.
Is it from Coops, by the way?
Let's go to the Intergalactic Task Force. That's for you, boys and girls. These are the people, actually, that are ruining the game. Reported a gym for removal at a fire station on a busy street where people play while driving. Your employees say it does not meet removal criteria. Is public safety not a concern or a valid reason for removal anymore? That's quite a... that's a question. To which Niantic Support said, hi, trainer. We see that you have already reached our dedicated team. Please continue your line of conversation with them there. It's kind of... We don't really want to keep talking about this one.
It's not really a support question, is it? No.
It's not a support question. We appreciate your understanding. I think they're moving that one over behind the scenes. And the final one is Zifi Ray Guns. That's a great name. At Niantic Help. If I have a few questions about some suspicious in-game stuff for Pokemon Go, where should I direct my inquiries? To which Niantic Support have responded, hey there, trainer. You can share your concern with us here via DM. You may also share a screen recording or a screenshot if possible for us to understand your concerns better. We'll keep an eye out for your response. But that is Niantic Support, Ian.
Okay, so thank you very much, Masterful27. Now, before we go to this next section, it's everyone's favourite section. We know that. But just listen. to this beautiful, beautiful jingle. Over to Coops for hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Shinies of the week.
Okay, that's new. Thank you so much, Zoe. And for this week's Shinies of the Week, or Shiny of the Week.
Shinies of the week.
We weren't holding a gun to a head, guys, we promise.
I was.
Her voice suggests otherwise.
For Shinies of the Week, boys, we've actually had a Patreon member. We've had Tish. She got a shiny hippo while she's been watching the live stream. So congratulations to you, Tish. That's amazing.
Well done, Tish.
And we've got a few to get through here. Yeah, that was on our Discord. So we do have Gino Padula. Hashtag Shinies of the Week, heading to get 101 trades done with a friend, and get this, 5 minutes into the new episode with Zoe, and it is a shiny Pidove. Up next, we've got Caroline, who says, okay, so this just happened. Random house spawn, wasn't going to bother catching it either, and I almost deleted it. It's a 96% shiny Magikarp, so congratulations on
nice.
that. We've got my man Jamal Harvey, said at Incensed Podcast, okay, this is becoming a thing now. I'm not even a shiny hunter, but listening to this podcast makes weird coloured Pokemon show up. Again, at Coops the Casual is still the man. By the way, geez, I mean, she was like, you sent me this one on purpose. I was like, I didn't. And my 8-year loves listening to the podcast because she all thinks you sound like Daddy Pig. But Jamal did get a shiny Doduo, so congratulations on that.
Good stuff.
Mr. Mottram, one of my friends, got a second shiny check of the day. Hashtag shiny Houndour, hashtag shinies of the week, and at Incensed Podcast. It was a beautiful shiny Houndour. That was 1 day ago. And again, we've also had Metal Monkey post with us before, and he says 2 shinies this week, and I even got one on the Spotlight Hour. Thanks at Incensed Podcast, hashtag shinies of the week. And they obviously got a shiny Spoink, and they evolved it into a Grumpig and a shiny Zangoose. I thought this one was quite fitting. We've got, I think it's Luis Benitez, says another Comday Pokemon that I already have, SMH, and it's a picture of a shiny Duskull, which made me laugh.
No way.
And I also want, yeah.
They knew.
And I also do want to shout out Kels and Andrew, because she's posted to us nothing better than an Incensed Podcast with Zoe 2 Dots keeping me company on my way to work, and she hashtag Incensed Podcast, and she sent a picture of listening to it in her car. So that was some of our amazing Patreon members. So Kels and Andrew, shout out to you two. Hope you're both well. But yeah, so if you haven't listened to the Zoe episode as well, gang, go back and listen to that. It was a good one. So that was, sorry it was a bit of a long one, boys, but that was Shinies of the Week.
Thank you very much, Coops. And that pretty much wraps up today's episode. But before we do go, we forgot last week. Did anybody get a shiny? No.
You should ask, did anybody have the game open?
I didn't either, Ian.
Nah, nothing here, mate. I did got you a Hundo Solosis.
That's a hundo.
Well done.
The fuck?
PvP.
Tag us.
Sick. That's a brand new Hundo. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely amazing. So, guys, do not forget you can share your stories with us. We've not had any good, fun stories shared with us for a while, so you can share them with us on Twitter, Instagram, at Incensed Podcast, or by email at incensedpodcast@yahoo.com. Please don't forget you can follow us on your podcast provider of choice, and that 5-star review always does help. And on that bombshell, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next week. Incensed Podcast out.
I choose you!